The following program is intended for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
This I've got to see.
It's worth watching, so stay tuned.
Welcome Friday, January 22nd, 2021. It's our last Friday of doing the show. Next week, we're going to be traveling across the country. We're going to Charlotte, North Carolina this Saturday. And we're going to Knoxville, Tennessee, St. Louis, Missouri, and Kansas City. We're going to see some guys in Charlotte this Saturday evening for beers at 6. So if you're seeing this now and you want to meet us in Charlotte, you can fly in. Bradbury's coming in today. Fantastic. Dive into the shit, and we're definitely going to dive into the pool of vulnerability of shit today. And like I always say, we're going to get perspective and a plan. We're going to kick up off the bottom of the pool. Definitely have some stuff to jump in today from the forum. This is Miss Cynthia Kruse, the only woman allowed on this show for her feminine professional perspective. As you guys know, we've been in private practice for going on 5 years now together. Cynthia works with wives, works with men. We work together in relaunch groups and one-on-ones, all kind of stuff. Welcome, Cynthia.
Hey, thank you for having me, and happy Friday. I'm excited. It's Friday.
Yeah, you are. It's our last Friday of the month because Pietrowski, Bradbury, and Andy Malloy, all three of those guys are on here today. They're our coaches in Great Men Move Mountains, and they're going to lead the shows this time next week. So you get a different Flava Flav while we're driving across the country. I don't think I should ever say Flava Flav again. I don't like I should never try a Canadian accent again. I'm just going to leave that one in the dust. Don't look in the rearview mirror. Just keep going. Just keep going forward. Yeah, Andy's pajama show is here today. J-Bar came in. Yeah, buddy. No. Yeah. Oh, Ian, what's up? Oh, that's a shirt. I think I said Andy accidentally. Ian's pajama show. Oh, he just pieced out. No, it's a shirt, Jeff. It's a Spaniard shirt. Eh? All right. Yeah, never mind. All right. Well, let's get started. We're happy that you're here, gentlemen. Happy to see you. Welcome to the C-Note Show. Yeah, you are a man starting to rise in the world, rise as a man in a relationship and in your own self, and you want to learn how to fix her alternator. So is that a euphemism? I have a hunch you don't really mean her alternator, Cynthia. Stout Lifton teaches here, Pietrowski.
I need her for a fuel pump.
I was thinking it was a pump or alternator. I wasn't sure.
This will make it enjoyable. That would make it enjoyable.
Pump her, alternate her. Yeah, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, fantastic. Welcome, guys. Let's go ahead and jump in. I want to go right now to our staircase of courage question I ask every single day. And like I say, as long as you're not driving, you can answer this question. Oh, I still tried to do it. It didn't work. I think fifth time was not a charm on the Canadian accent. What's your boogeyman? What's your boogeyman? What's in the closet, or what do you think is in the deep dark basement? What do you think's under the bed? What's your boogeyman? What drives you to fear, even though intellectually you know that it's not a thing? You know that there's no dragon under my bed. There's no boogeyman in the basement. But when you face that situation, either within yourself or with your woman in a relationship, it feels like Freddy Krueger is going to jump out of the closet and tear your face off. So what is your boogeyman? A part of this, a huge piece of this, guys, is just recognizing what that is for you. You don't need to do any kind of voodoo magical dance. You don't need to try to go back to your childhood and understand how many jumping jacks you did when you were 2.5 years old and how your babysitter didn't approve of those jumping jacks. The thing right now is just to recognize what's your boogeyman, and even shining a light on it like we're going to do is helpful. So that's why I'm doing this. And so we can honor it, right? Jason Bradbury says his ex-wife's penis is his boogeyman. That would be a terrible 6 foot tall boogeyman. Like a giant penis with Freddy Krueger like claws and that hat.
That is terrifying.
That does sound terrifying. Hussein came in. Bradbury turned his video on. Love it. I can see Steve, Pietrowski, Malloy, Mr. Chris, Ian, Blake, Dave, and JT. Rob came in. Let's see who else is there. Joe came in. Patrick came in. Sergio came in here. Love to see you guys. So punch into the chat. What's your boogeyman? What is your boogeyman? What do you face? What scares you half to death, even though intellectually you know that it's not a thing? You know that it really shouldn't be, but it still does. I was speaking with a man this morning on the phone about this. And, the reality is that it's a little mouse that's in the closet that's crawling at the door, that's like squeaking and clawing at the door. And if we don't know what it is, if we're afraid of that, if we stick our head in the sand, we think it's the boogeyman, we think it's a dragon, we think we're going to be burned to death, dismissed, exiled from the tribe, lose the love of our life. So just opening the door, shining a light down in that abyss and realizing that it's a mouse is helpful. That mouse is always going to be there, that mouse of insecurity, and I want her to love me, and I don't want them to hate me, and the nice guy, I can't tell the truth because otherwise then I'm going to be thrown into the forest and die alone and, sad and alone. That's a lie. Talking about lies this week. Awesome. All right, let's get into it as you punch that in. So some of the lies keep us away from the art of relationship and seduction and masculinity. That's our theme of this week, is we are dipping our brush onto the palette of relationship, seduction, and masculinity, the art of. And Cynthia's going to get into her sexcapade spot today, as she does. We want her to love us for life using the kingly plan, the daily war plan, and understanding the 3 forms of confidence that we talk about. All right, I'm going to get into the what would you do? And, I think it would be good. I think it'd be good to start with a quick little video. I've used this a couple times. I have not shared this particular spot, I don't believe, with any of the men just yet. There's 6 pieces of this video. So I'm going to share 2 particular pieces that I curated for you today based off of this post and, what we're digging into and what we're going to talk about today. This is, I'll go ahead and share this other screen here. After I play the 2 minutes, I'll put in the link again. I put it in, I believe, yesterday, but I shared a different spot yesterday. This is from Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson mashup with Fight Club. Jordan Peterson and Tyler Durden speaking about Nietzschean philosophy. We don't want to fall into nihilism. We want to understand what grounds us as a man. What do we believe in? What do we have integrity around? What do we have our morals based upon? And do we act on those in the world, regardless of any kind of necessarily religious or otherwise belief? How do we focus ourselves on this plane in this world? And, Nietzsche said, God is dead, so we need to determine our own set of morals and act on them. That's paraphrased. It's not an actual quote. So I'll go ahead and share about 2 minutes of Jordan Peterson mashup with Tyler Durden. Here we go.
You're looking for a way to change your life. You could not do this on your own. All the ways you wish you could be, that's me.
The truth is something that burns. It burns off dead wood. And people don't like having their dead wood burnt off, often because they're like 95% dead wood. And believe me, I'm not being snide about that. It's no joke. When you start to realize how much of what you've constructed of yourself is based on deception and lies, that is a horrifying realization. And it can easily be 95% of you. Things you say, things you act out.
People do it every day. They talk to themselves. They see themselves as they'd like to be.
It's allegiance to the truth, but the truth is a strange thing. It's a very strange thing. Often the hero in a story has to assimilate their dark side before they're capable of telling the truth. Right, in The Hobbit, for example, he has to become a thief. Right, because he has to get tough. That's the thing. That's the thing. Also, the thing about telling the truth is that it's not for the naive. Not at all. And partly it's because it burns off dead wood. It's partly because it hurts people's feelings. It's a sword. So you have to be a warrior.
Want to know what you're thinking? Fuck what you know.
There we go. We'll pause right there. So like I said, I curated, I paraphrased. That was number 3 and number 4. There's 6 within the video. So the first one, let's unfold this, all right? The first one is all the ways you wish you could be, that's me. So Tyler Durden is the narrator's manifestation of masculinity, of all the ways that he wished he could be. The narrator can't see what he doesn't know. He doesn't know what he doesn't know. He doesn't know his blind spots. He doesn't know how to be that man he wants to be.
To watch the rest of this episode for free and other episodes, go to greatmenmovemountains.com/VIP. Punch in your info and watch the rest for free.
Get more affection, love, and sex in your marriage. Get less paralyzing fear and rejection. Never miss an episode. Watch anytime, anywhere, 3 a.m. on the toilet. Get full episodes. GreatMenMoveMountains.com/VIP. The C Note Show.